Here's how you can make a custom MP3 player that fits right in your pocket, all from scratch. For proof that it works, here's the speaker being played. I promise it's working even if you can't hear it. Now, for this project, you're going to need a DFPlayerMini, which looks like this, a 3.5mm audio jack breakout board, which looks like this. It's missing the pins right now. An Arduino Uno, 3 buttons, which I didn't show, and a small breadboard. First things first, we need to solder the pins onto the breakout board. So after soldering it on, you'll end up with a little cone protruding or a little spear. It depends how you solder it, but it should look like this when you're done. After it focuses, should look like that. We can continue the process for the 3 other pins, and it'll fit into the breadboard nice and easy even if you have the cones expanding out a little bit. So no worries if you do it kind of messy. Here's how we'll lay everything out on the breadboard, and then here's a quick schematic or the pinout of the DFPlayerMini. We'll be needing VCC, RX, TX, DAC-R, and DAC-L. Here's a quick schematic of what we're doing. We'll need RX, TX pairings, then DAC-R and DAC-L, and then VCC and ground to give it power. Now, for the wiring plan, we give our power to the DF, then set up a shared ground for sleeve and ring 2 as well. Then we make RX-TX pairings, and then connect DAC-R to ring 1 and DAC-L to the tip. Now that we have our plan down, we can start wiring everything. First, we'll be setting up a 5-volt plane with the red wire onto the breadboard. Just like that. Now we can set up a ground plane using the blue wire, or black wire, or whatever you want to use. We use medium or long wires for these so that the Uno can flip under the breadboard as well. Then we can start our RX-TX pairings using D10 and D11 pins, also using medium or long length wires. So we'll take a yellow and connect it to RX or TX, depending on what you want and how you set up your code. Then we can take green and set it to whatever else we didn't already pin it to. After this, we can connect our DACs to the audio breakout board. So we'll be taking DAC-R and putting it into ring 1, but I mess up and I put it in the tip. And then we'll also be putting DAC-L into ring 1, and I messed that up too. So don't do what I did. You want to flip, tip in ring 1. So for one more warning, you want to flip, tip, and ring 1 in this video. So make sure yellow is on the right. After that's done, we need to add a ground and set up the buttons. So we attach everything to the ground plane like so. There's a lot to attach, so I'll speed it up. Make sure you put your buttons into the ground plane because they're not just needing power. So now that that's done, we can just plug our buttons into the Arduino Uno, and then we'll have it all set up. We'll connect our buttons to D7, D6, and D5. And it doesn't matter what color you use here, unless you have a special color coordinating system. I just picked up random wires. Make sure you're using medium or long wires when you're connecting something to the Arduino Uno, that way it can flip over easily. For things like ground plane, and we can use short wires for those. Now that that's done, once you plug it in, it actually won't work since there's no code. You can see nothing's turning on besides the Arduino Uno. So if you do have code to debug it, you can try flipping RX and TX do a 5-volt test, or consult with AI. If you have a cheap DF, check my debug video later. And with that, should be working when you see it light up. You can also connect it to a battery by having the ground and 5-volt planes be hooked up to the cathode and anode accordingly, but it requires some more tools to keep it in place. Anyways, the code and debug video will come soon. Thanks for watching.